Saturday evening, a battlefield on ice. Tonight, the Boston Bruins face the Florida Panthers in a divisional showdown. Two teams, one desperate for a win, the other battling inconsistency. Let's dive in. The Bruins are on a 6-game skid, slipping from contenders to wildcard hopefuls. Their offense ranks 29th, averaging 2.9 goals per game, while their defense concedes 3.1 goals, placing them 20th. David Pastrnak shines with 5 points in 5 games, but others, like Pavel Zacha and Charlie McAvoy, struggle to make an impact. Goalie Jeremy Swayman's 2.92 goals against average adds to their woes. On the other side, the Panthers sit second in the Atlantic but are shaky at home. Sam Reinhart and Alexander Barkov have been quiet recently, though Barkov's 36 points in 33 games show his potential. Defenseman Aaron Ekblad adds stability, but their goaltenders, Sergei Bobrovsky and Spencer Knight, hover around a .900 save percentage, conceding 3 goals per game. This clash pits Boston's desperation against Florida's fragility. The Bruins, cornered and hungry, might just surprise us. Florida, while boasting better firepower, has faltered at critical moments. Tonight, Boston enters with +155 odds. Florida leads the season series, but desperation fuels the Bruins. With Pastrnak leading the charge, they could finally snap their slide. And today's AI pick is Boston Bruins +155. The ice awaits, and so do we. Let the story unfold. On to Game 2.
The ice in Pittsburgh sets the stage for tonight's battle between the Ottawa Senators and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Two teams, both sitting in 5th place in their respective divisions, are chasing a much-needed win. Let's unravel the story. The Senators have hit a wall, losing 4 straight games. Their offense has crumbled, scoring only 2.85 goals per game and managing just 4 goals in their last 4 matchups. Tim Stützle, Brady Tkachuk, and Drake Batherson have carried the burden with a combined 43 goals and 72 assists. Beyond them, the roster thins out, with only 6 other skaters tallying 7 or more goals. The result: a top-heavy attack that's all too easy for opponents to neutralize. On the bright side, Ottawa's defense has been their saving grace. Players like Thomas Chabot and Nick Jensen have solidified the blue line, combining for an impressive 12.7 defensive point shares. However, goaltending remains a glaring issue. With Linus Ullmark sidelined, Anton Forsberg has stepped in but faltered, boasting a 0.883 save percentage and a 3.1 goals against average. Now, let's turn to Pittsburgh. The Penguins' offense has been a powerhouse, scoring 3.07 goals per game, including 8 in their last 2 contests. Sidney Crosby and Rickard Rakell have combined for a staggering 33 goals and 50 assists. And their supporting cast Brian Rust, Evgeny Malkin, and Michael Bunting has added 37 goals and 52 assists. Even their defensemen, Erik Karlsson and Chris Letting, contribute offensively, with 11 goals and 36 assists between them. But it's not all sunshine for the Penguins. Defensively, they've allowed 3.6 goals per game, conceding 18 in their last 5 outings. Their goaltending, led by Tristan Jarry, has struggled immensely, with a 0.887 save percentage and a 3.43 goals against average. So, what's the verdict? Pittsburgh's high-octane offense, led by Crosby and company, should capitalize on Ottawa's struggles. Erik Karlsson and Marcus Pettersson can control the defensive zone, limiting the Senators' limited scoring threats. With home ice on their side, the Penguins are poised to take this one. And today's AI pick is Penguins money line at -120. The ice is ready, and the story is set. Let's see if Pittsburgh can deliver. On to Game 3.
Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the New York Islanders clash with the Utah Hockey Club in a matchup of the middling and the mediocre. Tonight, we're looking at two teams that promise excitement, but often deliver frustration. Let's peel back the curtain on this charade and see if there's more than smoke and mirrors. The Islanders walk in with a 15-18-7 record. Don't let their recent 5-4 win against the Bruins fool you. Their offense has been sporadic at best. Scoring only 106 goals this season, they sit at 28th in the league. Even with 37 shots last game, they managed to find the back of the net 5 times, thanks more to luck than skill. Their power play? A dismal 11% success rate. They're the kind of team that gets opportunities and squanders them, leaving fans wondering what could have been. On the defensive side, they've allowed 127 goals, and their goaltending has been shaky. Enter Ilya Sorokin. While he boasts a respectable .916 save percentage over his career, this season tells a different story. The Islanders have the league's worst penalty kill percentage, surrendering 31 goals on just 86 power play attempts. Sorokin can't carry this team alone, and the cracks in their defense are glaring. And then there's Utah. The hockey club brings a slightly better record of 17-16-7, but let's not get carried away. They're coming off a 4-1 loss to the Panthers, where they managed only 1 goal on 27 shots. Their power play sits at a respectable 22.32%, but their even strength scoring is lackluster, with only 89 goals to show for it. Defensively, they're no fortress either. They've allowed 120 goals, and while their penalty kill is slightly better at 80.15%, it's hardly enough to strike fear into their opponents. Karel Vejmelka, their man in the crease, has a .900 save percentage and a career goals against average of 3.92. Consistent? Sure, consistently average. So, what's the play here? New York might look like the underdog, but that's just a clever ruse. Utah's facade of dominance on home ice is as brittle as their defense. With Sorokin's pedigree, the Islanders might just scrape by, though not without making it look unnecessarily difficult. And today's AI pick is Islanders money line at +120. There you have it, a dubious contest if there ever was one. Let's move on and see what other games might actually deliver.
The Kings enter this game fresh off a back-to-back set, having faced the Winnipeg Jets last night. Before that, they were unstoppable at home, riding a 4-game winning streak. This team is no joke. With a 23-10-5 record, they're tied for first in the NHL in goals allowed, giving up just 2.50 per game. Their offense isn't too shabby either, sitting at 13th with 3.11 goals per game. Darcy Kuemper likely handled the net duties in Winnipeg, which means David Rittich will step in tonight. Rittich's season has been solid, with an 11-8-0 record, a 2.55 goals against average, and a .887 save percentage. Not the flashiest numbers, but effective enough for a team with such a tight defensive structure. Now, let's talk about the Flames. Calgary sits at 19-14-7, and while they managed a 3-2 overtime win against Anaheim earlier this week, the cracks are showing. Their offense is struggling, ranking 27th in the league with just 2.63 goals per game. Their defense holds steady at 14th, allowing 3.03 goals per game. It's respectable, but respect doesn't win hockey games. In net, Dustin Wolf has been their reliable man, sporting a .914 save percentage and a 2.60 GAA. But tonight, it's projected to be Dan Vladar, who's winless in his last 4 starts and has surrendered 17 goals in that span. If you're thinking that doesn't bode well, you're not alone. And what about special teams? The Flames have allowed the most power play goals in the league this season, with 35 slipping past them. The Kings, on the other hand, are 9th in penalty killing. In a game like this, those stats could swing the balance. So what's the play? The Kings are rolling, their defense is airtight, and they're catching a Calgary team that's struggling to find the back of the net. I'll take Los Angeles here, and today's AI pick is Los Angeles Kings money line at -130, there you have it. Another night, another game. Now let's move on to the next chapter of this hockey saga.
Welcome to the glittering ice of Las Vegas, where the New York Rangers take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Can the Rangers defy the odds, or will the Golden Knights shine under their home lights? The Rangers, with a 19-22 record, arrive after a 3-2 OT win over New Jersey. Artemi Panarin tied the game and Sam Carrick sealed the deal. Still, New York's inconsistency shows, with just 4 wins in their last 10 games. Missing Chris Kreider, their offense struggles, averaging 2.92 goals while allowing 3.17. Igor Shesterkin returns with a 12-15-1 record, a 3.06 GAA, and a 0.906 save percentage. Against Vegas, he's 1-2 with a 3.13 GAA and a 0.871 save percentage. He'll need to step up tonight. The Golden Knights at 28-10-3 are rebounding from a 4-0 loss to the Islanders. Despite the setback, Vegas averages 3.55 goals per game while allowing just 2.65 Adam Hill. With a 17-6-2 record, 2.58 GA8 and 0.904 save percentage, leads their defense. Both teams' disciplined defenses and strong goaltending suggest a low-scoring game. And today's AI pick is under 6.5 goals at -134. Quick AI recap: Boston Bruins money line at 155, Pittsburgh Penguins money line at 100, and 20 New York Islanders money line at 120, Los Angeles Kings money line at 130. Under 6.5 goals, and Rangers vs Golden Knights at 134. There you have it. A game of precision and patience awaits. See you in the next video.